Dear participants, please take your seats because we are about to start our sessions. Thank you so much. Üç dakika. Bir de sağda bakabilirim. Geçiyor. 11 dakika geçiyor. Fokus'a baksana orada.
Burada kalsın. Sizler kalsın burada. Tiz eləyir, səs tiz eləyir. Qabağa verə bilirsin. Evet, qabağa şey eləsiniz. Mikrofondan dolayı o tiz eləyir o səsi.
Ona göre spikeri böyle.
Yok. Biz hara biləcək səs mənə. Çok. Sağ ol. Şu kaydasın.
Only this one. So, thank you so much. We are starting right now. Ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, welcome back. Happy to see you back. I am seeing you have enjoyed your tea, coffee, you have got energy. So, because we are now having more interesting parts ahead. So, I would like to share one interesting fact which I read the other day actually. It says children ask more or less 300 questions a day, and in that case it's important to just pay attention to what questions to ask now, how to keep their curiosity just alive. Now we have a very interesting session which is called Engaging Young Learners Through Playing, Storytelling and Creativity in an ESL Classroom. And I would like to invite Miss Theodora Boyu from the E-Excellence in Greece. Okay.
Thank you so much. Can I use the microphone? Like, is it? It seems to be on, but I don't know if the audio is okay. No? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you click there. Thank you. All right. Hey everyone! It's so nice to be here with you. I'm so happy. And thank you, Afar and Ginel, for the honor. It's been amazing visiting this country for the first time. Oh, yeah. Okay. I expected to have it here because this is going to be a fully interactive workshop, and I want you here with me because I never lecture and I never teach this way. So the way I teach students, this is the way I teach teachers, and this is the way I teach parents. Because lately, after the lockdown, we started training parents as well, but not in the sense of training them, but getting them into the classroom as classmates. For the 3 to 6 year olds, the parents, ready? Do you think?
Just put it on.
Now? Is it okay? No? It's not working?
You see that it's working? Like, can you put...
Now? If I put it here, maybe it's working for both?
Both? What is the point?
Oh, for the camera, maybe. Just for the camera. All right. So, what I was working on, and I'm going to skip the introductions about myself because I will allow my actions to talk about me, okay? I appreciate the time. So what I was working on with the students, I could see that I cannot intervene and support the parents so much. So during the lockdown, I thought, why don't I introduce something online so the parents can join with the 3 to 6 year olds and they can learn something together. But how do I keep the parents engaged and how can I teach them at the same time was the question mark for me. So I just allowed it to happen, just knowing that we can put lots of wings onto our 20, 18-year-olds or 15-year-olds, like add them lots of courses and CPD, but nothing is going to happen. They're not going to fly unless they have the right roots. And when can young ones grow roots? It's before the age of 7, because this is the age that every student just absorbs information as if it's their reality. This is the imprint period. So when the parents say, "You are my princess," they believe it. When they say, "Santa Claus is coming," they believe it. When they say, "You are dumb," they believe it. "You're a brick," this is what they say in Greece. "My son is a brick," they listen, they believe it. So it's really important for the parents to understand what to say and what not to say in front of their kids. That's why I started working on this. And the only way to train the parents and not push them away is not to patronize them and to say, "I know some things and you need to learn from me," but make them believe it's their own idea. The same way I teach my students, they have to believe it's their own idea. Otherwise, nothing goes in them. Learning happens only when I need it for myself, when I like it. So this is how I started working with the parents. And now I have a reflection question for you. I want you to reflect and say, maybe take notes. What is one area in your teaching practice that you would like to reimagine? Just think of an idea, think of something. Just take 10 seconds.
Competency for production.
Production of...
Now the franchising books, and giving is responsible to the teachers because language is changing from culture to culture. You cannot teach one culture tailored book to a different specific nation. So it's a kind of collaborative teaching. It's taking the load upon your shoulders, sharing it fully with the students.
Okay.
It's not a monologue like the GTM thing. It's dialogue.
Yes. you have a very beautiful question, and your question is going to be answered. Maybe not by me, but because you have the question, you're going to have an answer really soon. This is how answers and solutions come, when we raise questions. When we don't raise questions and we just take everything for granted and say, this is how they taught it to me at the university or in this course, then you don't expect any answers, right? But when you raise questions and you have doubts about what's happening in your teaching practice, then you're ready for an answer. And the answer is going to come. So today is your lucky day. You're going to be inspired to get an answer for whatever question you have been looking for whatever answer. So first, can you, let's watch this. So, have you ever found yourself, have you ever found yourself in a situation like this? Yes. As the sheep or as the farmer? As the sheep, somebody is the farmer for us, trying to save us from some difficulty, and we jump into the next ditch, right? But at the same time, we try to save our students so they don't make mistakes. And in the next lesson, in the next 5 minutes, they make another mistake and we say, I've just been talking about this for so many times. And this doesn't? Yes? What about this? What's happening? Can you play it again, maybe? It's the same thing, nothing. What's happening? At what phase do you think this is happening for the bird? Right after? Right after it flies off the nest? And, right? This is the first phase right after the mom stops feeding the baby birds, right? But how long do you think the baby bird is just going to be waiting like this for the worm to jump in? More than 24 hours? More than 48 hours? No, right? It's a survival issue. But what's happening in our homes today? What's happening? The babies never get off the nest. They grow older and somebody is feeding them. First with food, then with information, then this is your clothes, then this is your bag, then just rush, I'm going to tie your shoes, then I'm going to button your jacket, and it never stops. So the kid is left like this instead of the age of 3 or 4. It's left like this at the age of 18, right? And then it's expected to do everything that it hadn't done, it was supposed to do for 15 years, it's expected to do at the age of 18. And they say, why don't you do it? You're 18, you're supposed to know how to choose shoes. You're supposed to know how to choose a partner. But I've never chosen anything. How am I supposed to learn now? And the physical reaction is to start learning from the age of 18 onwards. But it takes time. It's gonna take maybe 10 years. So we are delaying the maturity of our kids. Of course, we are doing the best we can for them, right? At every moment. But we are delaying, we are hindering their development. So my work has been, my passion because I'm originally in EFL, English as a foreign language. This is all my programs about. But then I just turned into well-being. How can I merge well-being into everything I'm doing so that I'm not only building their cognitive capacity, their academic abilities, but also their behavior, their character, their values. So I saw myself as a person who could do it for them. And I took on the role that I wasn't supposed to take, and now my mission is to build this spark into every teacher. Because AI is going to take over the academic part, and we will have ample of space for the behavioral part, the value system that we can build. So we can build their character, and companies now hire for character and they train for skills. Anybody can train you for skill set if you have the character. If you don't have the character, nobody is going to keep you. You will be getting jobs, but not being able to stay there, to sustain them. So agency is what we're going to do to work on, because I think this is the key element that is missing. Like parents, without wanting, are hindering kids, are stealing their agency, without, of course, wanting it. So, are you ready to go for a walk in the forest with me? Yes. Okay. So now, how am I going to do it? I'm going to stay here, and let's go for a walk in the... Now it's off? This is off? Okay, yes. All right, because I need to use my hands at the same time. All right, so let's go for a walk in the forest with me. But listen. Can you help me? What is it? It's raining. Yes, it's raining. Yes, can you follow me? It's raining. Yes. Now listen. Has it stopped? Look outside the window. Can you look outside the window? Look. Yes, it has stopped. Has it? Okay, let's everybody stand up. Everybody, let's stand up and let's go for a walk. Now? Okay, now? Yes. Let's go for a walk in the forest. Let's go. But no, wait. We forgot to put... Why? No? Okay. We forgot to put our shoes on. Let's look for our shoes. Look for your shoes. Where are they? Look around. Where are your shoes? Oh, yeah, there they are. Okay, let's put our shoes on. Let's put them on. Let's tie our shoes. It's turning off. It's turning off. Yeah, like battery. Okay, are you ready to go? Yes. Let's go. Oh no, wait. Let's find our mom's shoes. Let's find our mom's shoes. Let's look for your mom's shoes. Where are they? Look for the shoes. Where are they? Okay, yes, there. Help your mom put your shoes on. Help her. Yes. And help your mom tie the laces. Can you help your mom tie the laces? Okay. Yes. Are we ready to go to the forest? Hey, yes, let's go. Oh no, we forgot to put our raincoat. Yes, let's put our coat on. Coat, let's put our coat on. Okay, does your mom have her coat? Yes, where is it? Find your mom's coat and help her put it on. Help your mom put her coat on and zip it up. Help your mom. Yes. Okay, let's go to the forest. Are we ready now? Let's go. Oh, no, wait. We forgot our umbrella. Yes. Okay, this can go on and on, right? So I want you now to go for a walk in the forest. We are ready to go for a walk in the forest, and I want you to look for a treasure. Okay, everybody finds a treasure and you hide it. You hide it. You don't show it to anybody else, okay? Just walk around and find the treasure. Just take a walk for 20 seconds. Let's move around. Everybody has to take one small piece like this. Yes. Can you help me? Like everybody has to take one small piece. Just give it around. Yeah, pass it on. Okay, look for the treasure. Did you find the treasure? Did you? No? So we are giving you a piece of foil, and I want you to use it to decorate your treasure or create your treasure with the piece of foil. Like everybody should get one small piece of foil, okay? Just create anything that shows what you found in the forest. All right. Oh, what's your lucky day? All right. So now I want you to find a partner or two partners and talk about your treasure and what it means to you. Talk about what you found and what it means to you. All right? Yes. Yep. You can create anything out of it. You don't have a treasure yet. Let me see your treasure. Oh, it's your lucky day. Wow. All right. Why did you choose this? Share with your partner. Why did you choose this diamond? Share with your partner. Wow, it's your lucky day. It's your lucky day. Talk about it. Why did you choose this? Wow. Wow, it's your lucky day! Wow!
The flame.
The flame! You found the flame!
I found found the flame and I gave it to her.
Wow!
And she gave me the boat.
You shared your treasure!
I did.
That's so generous!
To keep it. But
That's
no,
so
I gave it to
generous!
with her. So
Oh, you gave it away? You gave it away! That's so generous! Exactly. Okay, thank you. Do we all have a treasure? Do we all know why we picked this treasure and not somebody else's from the forest? What we need, exactly. Thank you, Evie. Okay. It has started raining. You have to come back home. Come back. It's raining. Come back home. Okay. Okay. Shh. Let's come back home. Let's go back home. So does this treasure mean something to you? Yes? Yes. This is what we needed, right? And how did the treasure make you feel? Happy. But it's just a piece of aluminum foil, right? Who made you feel happy? The foil? The experience, right? And who built the experience? We built the experience. It wasn't my idea. How long can this activity go on? For how long can it go on? Exactly. Like who built the content of the activity? When I said let's go to the forest, but wait, who built the content? Yes, our students build the content. And when do I stop? When I say, okay, now let's go to the forest now. When I choose, or when my students choose, right? This content can be expanded for as much I want, right? It wasn't my idea. How did the student who said code, and I said yes, code, how do you think that student felt? It's my idea, right? So the moment they say code and I say yes, they say, oh, now it's my idea. Now it's my activity. Now it's their own. When you said umbrella and I said yes, this is the word I was looking for, again you said this is my idea. I'm building. Like the teacher is waiting for my answer and I got it right. But are there wrong answers? No, right? Isn't it what our students need right now? Not to be patronized, not to be like this is wrong and this is right. So let's build activities that have no black and white answers, yes or no answers, but everything is the correct answer. When the students says, we forgot our fork, yes, we forgot our fork. Okay, this is the word that the student remembered, right? So another question. Do your crafts look the same? Can we find two crafts in here that look the same? No, right? what do the worksheets or the crafts we usually do look like? Isn't everything one photocopy? Everything is the same background, for example, and then we say the students' creativity, like color it, and they use their own colors. But is that creativity? The photocopies? No, right? So what we need to do is give them the material, which can be cheap as that, simple as that, quick as that, and help them create their own world with just aluminum foil, just paper tissue, just a blanket, just a towel, right? Anything can become material that my students can build the craft on, and once they build the craft, whose is the craft now? It's theirs. The moment it's theirs, learning happens. Because it's theirs. It's my idea to go to the forest, it's my idea to get to the forest in this way, to get dressed up this way. How did you feel now when you helped your mom put your shoes on? How did you feel? Proud, yes. So, what happens when mom says, I'm going to put your shoes on so we are not late? What are we robbing them of? Energy, responsibility, confidence, pride, let alone helping mom do it because she's in a hurry, so I'm going to help you put your shoes on, mom. I'm going to help you put your coat on. This is how we build agency in every kid. And it should start at the age of 3, not at the age of 18. It's not going to start well. It's not going to have a great start. So, I don't know how much time I have. What? So this is the model I'm using for teaching and well-being practices. What happened is, did I explain what we're going to do, that now we're going to the forest and we're going to find the treasure and we're going to do this and that? No, I didn't do any pre-frame. I just invited you to go to the forest, right? So first we had the experience. Then, what did we do? Then we explored. What happened? How did I feel helping my mom? I felt proud. How did I feel finding the treasure? I felt happy. So then we explored. And now, can I forget? Will you forget? Will you throw away the aluminum foil? The diamond? The ring? Will you throw it away? Probably not, right? Because now it's yours. It's your energy in there. Your thought is in there. So now I can embed. Now my brain is ready to let it all in and remember it forever. And I was wondering, is this how we learn anything in life? For example, we are 1 year old, 2 years old, and the mom says, don't go to the oven, you're going to get burned. Don't go to the oven, you're going to every day the same thing. And one day, mom looks around, and I go to the oven and I get burned. Then the next day, what do I do? Do I go to the oven again? No, I know, cold, hot, cold, hot, I don't go to the oven again. So this is how we learn anything in life. How do we expect students to learn the other way? How was education built in another way? This is my question for today, and this is what I'm exploring and finding answers for. So first we experience, then we explore what happened, then we remember. Nobody nobody can take it out of my head after that. So always remember this when you build activities, either with AI or without AI, just give the experience first and then let things happen. So my quest has been on how do I bring the parent in, and whatever you're going to see from now on, can you give me a time frame? How much time do I have? Do? 10 minutes. Okay, thank you. Okay. So everything you see about parents, it applies to teachers if you are training teachers, and it applies to students if you're training students, whatever age. My students are aged 3 to 17. I know that most of you maybe are getting trained for adults, but for me it's young ones. So I have been trying to involve the parents in the learning process, but by making it theirs. Because I know if the parents are involved in the learning process, everybody wins. I win, my students win, they win. So we're going to just quickly run through the parent framework. But if you're not interested in working with parents, just take all this information for your students or for your colleagues who you are training. So, what happened first? Do you remember the first 2 videos? Can you forget them? So this is how I attracted your focused attention. And the moment I attracted your focused attention, where my attention goes, learning starts. So your learning started when I focused your attention by interrupting patterns. So one thing to get your students' focused attention is by introducing something new, like foil or a towels. Today we're going to do a lesson with our shoes or with our towels. Surprise element, like the video I showed you. You didn't expect to see something like that, so everybody's attention was here. And with non-verbal cues, like eyebrow flash or nodding. All these are elements that can help your students and bring their attention. You don't even need to say anything. You just need to be able to invite them with body language and certain cues that's a part of a longer training, and get their presence, get them present. Same happens for colleagues when we're training colleagues, same happens when we're having the parents in a training session. Now, we're going to spend some time here in the craft and explore a little bit more, because I consider it very important very important element of any class, of any lesson. There should be some kind of craft. There should be some kind of me, the student, in the lesson. And the only way to bring the student in the lesson is to engage their hands, like fine motor skills, and their eyes and ears, all right, so that they can get as much from it. So it's structured play. I build the structure, they don't know, they think that they have built the lesson, right? I just elicit and move them to whatever answer I want them to answer, but I don't give them the answers. So the craft could be anything simple, anything. Like when I involve the parents, the craft should be complicated enough for the student to need the parent, and simple enough for the student not to quit and the parent not do it themselves when it's involved parents. When it's only students, again, it should be complicated enough so that there is a challenge, but simple enough so that they don't quit. So you need to find a balance between those two. So, the craft. This is the bridge for me, between the heart, the mind, and the hands, to engage all of the senses. It was that simple, it was that cheap for me to engage everybody here, right, with one piece of aluminum foil. Do you know how long, can you imagine how long this could take in your class? Like, give me time frame. From an hour? Anybody else?
You cannot allocate it as like one class.
Yes.
Like learning
One term. One term. It could take one term. Just one craft. You can build around it and build more crafts around it and build a story and and even publish a storybook on Amazon as a final outcome of this craft, right? So what happens with the craft? They build confidence. And I'm talking about 3 and 4-year-olds, right? This is where we should start. If you don't have access to these students of that age, like start later, but still do everything as if they're really young ones. They will get engaged. So confidence, this means I can do it. Did you feel that you could do it? Did you feel at any moment that I cannot find the treasure? No, right? Did you feel I cannot create something from the aluminum foil? No. So this empowerment is the starting point. This is where everything starts. Then, agency. I crafted it with my own hands. And you look at everybody else and you see everybody is doing something different. So that makes you feel, what? Unique. Yes, unique. I'm unique. I'm special. And then I can describe it. So when I start building on the craft, the next step is to ask the student to describe it effectively. In the beginning, they might not be able to describe it, but later on, the more you talk about it, like if I asked you to share with another partner, what would happen after 5 or 10 minutes? Would you share the same things? No, at the same time, I'm listening to my partner describing theirs. So the next time I find another partner, I have another layer to describe my craft. And then at the end of it, I have built a story around it. It depends on if you're using L1, if you're teaching it for L1 or for L2. Then the next phase would be to show it, right? I'm proud to show it. And the final phase is to present it and do public speaking. So when I have explored with 5 or 10 classmates, aren't I ready to present it, as in public speaking? Do I need to remember words? Do I need a script to remember? Do I need AI to tell me what you see so I can present it in class, so I can put it as homework? No, right? It's mine. I will tell you what it means. You don't know, I know. So then I do public speaking without me realizing I'm doing public speaking. Make sense? And this can happen with every lesson with a different craft or the same craft. It doesn't have to be different every time. So just quickly to move on so I can wrap up. What's also important is frequency over quantity. We need to know that when a student doesn't remember something after 5 or 10 minutes, we need to stop and repeat after 1 day, 3 hours, 6 hours. This is something the parents need to know, because they believe that if I put you down there, you will learn everything by 8 p.m. and we just shut them down, right? And the conflict builds up in the family, and relationships get worse without reason, just because the parents don't know that learning doesn't happen by quantity, it happens by frequency. And repetition and beat synchronization. So like tapping like this is very helpful for the kids attention, to start focusing on something so that learning can start. And in this activity, in this picture, we can see the parents doing. Can you see how the kids mirror the parents? This happens at every moment, not only when the teacher says touch your mouth or touch your ears. This happens at every moment. The kids are mirroring whatever we are doing and whatever we are saying, they are mirroring us. If I'm saying like this, be kind to your friends, and I'm angry, what do you think the kid is going to listen? Be kind to your friends? No, right? They are going to see my face, and this is what they're going to take. So it should build on the muscle memory, and I've noticed with whenever I do a training for myself and I try to learn something, first is that my body remembers it, and then my brain remembers it. So this is what I'm bringing into my classes as well. It should be multisensory, like the more senses, the best, and metaphors. And parents need to remember. Yes, I use metaphors like this, for example, to explain that there are some parents that come to us and say, my kid doesn't remember present simple. Or I ask them what is a ruler and they don't remember. It's like asking the kid, like in class we've been building this huge castle with Lego bricks, and it's as if you're asking the kid, just give me the blue brick, so I know that you learned how to build a castle. And but the kid has to pull down the whole castle to give you the answer, and it cannot. Because in class we have been building it around so many other experiences and context. And out of context, the kid cannot answer you this question to prove they've learned something, right? So the parents need to know. Needs and co-regulation is a totally different story, but we need to know our needs and why we say what we say. And then the next step would be to understand our students' needs. And the last one is safety. If the kid doesn't feel safe, if the kid feels threatened, they will never learn anything. So the moment you feel that you have pressured your students like a little bit more, you need to instantly take a break, relax their nervous system, lower their cortisol levels, and then bring them into learning again. If you leave them on their own, it might take 7 hours. Cortisol doesn't go just like that. It might take 7 hours to be flushed out. So we need to have practices and techniques to lower the cortisol levels really quickly, because we're in class, we cannot wait for 7 hours even if we know it. And consistency, the students will feel safe if what I'm saying is the rule every day. And a rule not in the sense that I'm the authority and you have to follow me, but in the sense that we have decided this together. Okay? So just remember that whenever you go into class, if your student didn't blossom today, maybe it wasn't their faulty brain, maybe it was the environment. So I didn't build the right environment for them to flourish, to blossom. Okay, so maybe I should go back home and do some reflective practices and decide what changes I'm going to make tomorrow so that they feel that this is my garden and I can grow there. Same goes for us. If you didn't blossom today in your class, don't go back home and criticize yourself. Just change the environment. So a child's struggle is not a signal that something is wrong with the brain. It's just that their environment is not conducive enough for this brain, for this kid to flourish. Always remember this, Don't put the blame. It's easy to put the blame on the parents and the kids, but what is my role? Like, come back to your present and see, how can I grow? How can I become a better person, not teacher? You're not going to be a teacher every day, most probably, because you might decide to change careers at some point. How do I become a better person because I see this kid, throwing a tantrum right now in front of me? Okay? So, final reflection, and I'm closing. I think I'm on time. Thank you. So, just remember, out of what we said and did today, what is something that will stick with you moving forward? And you can use this with real stick, rock, and leaves in your classes. What is something that rocked your world out of everything we did? And what is a message you're going to leave with your colleagues, your students, their parents, yourself, with me, if you want to share? So this is my QR. I guess we are going to share it as well. If you want to ask for references or anything, like I have free courses, free downloadable PDFs, you can always email me, and I'm happy to support you. Thank you so much for having me here today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Yes, beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Our pleasure too. So, now our next session is just explores a truly dynamic way of teaching, because through drama and creative way. I'm thrilled to welcome Evi Karidi from I Learn Tavros Foreign Language Center in Greece. And her session is going to be teaching beyond words drama as a methodology in the ESL.
Yes.
So, which one would you prefer?
We'll see now.
Oh, okay.
Just give me a second, because I need to be moving,
Okay, so in the next
and I need to know which microphones work.
Yeah, both.
All of them. So this is for the recording.
Yeah, this is for the recording. You can just take that one.
Okay. All right. So, hello everyone. Should I be using this? I think I should be using this. I will be standing here for just the first 3 slides, and then I will be moving, okay? And before I start, I would like us to make a deal. Will you help me deliver a workshop today? Yes? Because I'm here to have a workshop with you, which means that we need to work together. But I need your help for that. So can we make that deal now?
Yes.
Can you say, yes, let's? Yes. Say it like you mean it. Yes, let's? Okay. All right, so the clicker is here. Okay, that's me. Okay, that's Evi Karidi, me. And I've been an EFL teacher for 29 years. And I've been a school owner for 25 years. And for the last 15 years, I have been experimenting with more creative teaching approaches, including educational drama and storytelling, oral storytelling, not story reading. And along the way, I've seen the results of these approaches, of these different kind of teaching approaches in my students, in my classes, and in myself as an educator. I've seen myself change as a person, change as a teacher, and in a nutshell, become a better version of Evi in any aspect. And I have seen the results in my students, and that's why I cannot go back to the old Evi educator, to how I used to teach. So today I thank Afar for the opportunity to share these experiences of mine with you and create an experience with you in this room. And it's going to be challenging because it's not a room appropriate for a workshop. You're seated, but we'll do our best. Yes? Yes, let's. Good. And now, my school is I Learn. It's called I Learn, but within my exploration and experimentation, and allow me to share something with you, I usually call my students my guinea pigs in the good sense, because I experiment. My school is my laboratory, and we experiment with my students. So I have created Drum Activate, which is what I want to do. I want to activate my students through drama and storytelling. So what is Drum Activate? It's not a methodology, but it's a creative teaching approach. It's a combination of all the drama training and storytelling training that I've had, and how I've filtered it and shifted everything in order to serve the needs of my students. And that's all you'll get as far as blah, blah, blah is concerned. Now, we started with checking our energy in the morning by clapping, okay? Today, right now, we're gonna recheck our energy level. And I really need to see how I'm gonna do this. I would like to invite you to stand up. And if this is a 10, the highest energy, and the floor is a 0, and your belly button is a 5, so that would be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where does your energy lie right now? On the count of 3, just show. You don't have to say something. 1, 2, 3.
0.
Okay. Wow. Okay. And thank you. And you can relax, which is quite understandable because we started pretty early, a long time ago. So let's try to recalibrate our energy by doing something simple. And it has to do with one of the things that Theodora mentioned before, tapping. So you're supposed to be using both hands, but I won't be able because I'm holding the microphone, okay? So let's start by tapping. So repeat after me. Do what I do and say what I say. Nice and easy. Tap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 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 Both hands. Tap, 2, 3, 4. 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 Tap, 2. Tap, 2. Tap, 2. Tap, 2. Tap, 2. Tap, 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 tap. Good. Let me get some water. So that would recalibrate your focus and your energy. Do you feel a bit more energetic now? Yeah. Okay, good. So, since we are at the point of tapping, we'll keep tapping. And I don't know, I need someone to be holding the microphone. Oh, we could have this, yeah. Because I need my hands. So, we'll keep on tapping on our laps with both hands. And now I'm going to sing a song. So let's tap in rhythm. You can count to 8 silently. Repeat after me. Repeat after me.
Repeat after me.
8 icky icicles.
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 Purple peanut butter.
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 Teeny tiny toast.
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 Keep tapping and listen to me.
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 Put your purple peanut butter on your teeny tiny toast. Put your purple peanut butter on your teeny tiny toast. Put your purple peanut butter on your teeny tiny toast. Put your purple peanut butter on your teeny tiny toast. Well done. Congratulations. You may sit down. Thank you. I'll take that with me. Ta-da-da. Okay. So that was a combo of tongue twisters and pronunciation activities in a playful way. Okay? How did that feel? Did it feel okay? Yes? Did it feel strange? Yes? Did it feel silly? Yes, it should. It should feel silly. Okay. What do we have here? Okay. My session is drama and storytelling, and as we've made the deal from earlier, we'll be working together. Okay? So all the activities we do in drama use what, do you think? Gestures, our body, voice, of course, and facial expressions. So we use everything we have, which we already do anyway, every day. We do that every day. We use everything we have. We carry our face with us, our body with us, right? So that's what we'll be using now. And the next activity is called Buzzy Bees. What do buzzy bees do? They buzz. Bzz. Can you buzz? Bzz. Can you fly move your wings as if you're buzzing? Bzz. Okay. In a while, I will ask you to stand up and buzz. You can't buzz around, but with my students, I would have them buzz in the classroom. Okay. You can buzz around on the spot. I will give you a word, and while you are buzzing, I want you to think of how you can make a statue, a freeze frame of that word when I say freeze. Okay, let me repeat. You will start buzzing, and before you start buzzing, I will call out a word. While you are buzzing, I want you to think of what can you do with your body so that you can represent that word when I call out freeze. Okay? Ready? You're not, because you're seated. We've made a deal, right? So, alrighty. So, the word is monkey. Start buzzing around. Bzz, 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 bzz. So with the students, I would have them buzz around like that in the classroom. Okay? So you buzz, 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 and when I call out freeze, you have to freeze like a monkey. Freeze! And unfreeze. So the next word is coin. Buzz, buzz, buzz around. Buzz, 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 buzz. Bzz, 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 and freeze. Where is the coin?
Here.
Ah, okay. I can see a lot of coins. I'm rich. Okay, relax. Now the next word is a poor man. Poor man, okay? Buzz, 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 buzz. Bzz, 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 and freeze. Okay, fantastic. Now, don't sit down because you need your body, okay? We'll move on to another activity which is called the 10-second statues or 10-second objects. It's a drama activity. And again, I will be calling out a word, and you got 10 seconds to create a statue out of it using your body, okay? But you only have 10 seconds. So, ready? Yeah. Okay, your first word is tree. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. You can have a look around. You can look at the other trees in the room and relax. Okay. Now, let's go for the next word. The next word is a bucket. Bucket. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freeze. Have a look at all the buckets in the room. Good. And relax. And now, the next one is a, but you have to work in threes now. In threes or fours. A purse full of coins. A purse full of coins. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Freeze. Okay, well done. And relax. Okay. Now, all the words we've worked with so far are really important words for what we'll be doing in a few minutes. Okay, we need those words for a story. But do we remember the words? I wonder. Let's check if we can remember. See the teachers in you? The teachers in you have to stay quiet. Now, imagine your children, okay? So let's see if we can remember the words, and we'll do that by chanting something which goes like that. Rimini, rimini, ree. What can we be? Can you do that? Rimini, rimini, ree. What can we be? If I'm in the classroom, we go around. Rimini, rimini, ree. What can we be? So we go around in circles. We go around in circles. So we can't go around in circles. You go rimini, rimini, ree where you are. So rimini, rimini, ree. What can we be? Repeat. Let's all be monkeys. Be monkeys. And you don't have to be a statue. You can be a moving monkey. Yeah, okay, good. And shake that away. Shh. And one more time. Rimini, rimini, ree. Rimini, rimini, ree. What can we be? Let's all be a coin. And shake that away. And one more time. You know the drill. Come on. Let's all be a poor man. And shake that away. Shake, shake, shake. Okay. And start over again. Let's all be trees, but in threes. In groups of three. Become trees in groups of three. And shake that away. Fantastic. And one more time. In groups of three again. Let's all be buckets. In groups of three. In threes you have to create one bucket. One bucket. Okay. And shake that away. And for the last word, okay, this time I want you to put in all your passion. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Let's all be one big river by roars. Every roar is one big river. River. Wow! Fantastic! round of applause because you did great. And you may sit down. All right. Do you feel energized enough? I feel dehydrated enough. If someone could bring some water, I would really appreciate it. Now, so these were drama warm-ups because now we're going to move on to a story. Can everybody hear me? Okay. The story is called. Listen to the title because it's really important to listen to the title of the story. Now I'm going to tell you the title. The title is Milk is for Milk and Water is for Water. Can you repeat that? Yes, okay. And you know what? Before I actually tell you the story, you have the chance to ask me 3 questions about the story. But you only have 3 questions, not each, as a group. So you need to use your questions wisely. Would you like to ask me 3 questions about the story? There are no wrong questions. So raise your hand and ask me a question. The words we've worked with are important words in the story, and now you have the title too. Sorry? Who is in the story? A poor man is in the story. That was question number 1. Where? It happened in Gaza, Palestine. Third question, is it a real story? Nobody knows. So there goes your 3 questions, okay? Now, normally at this stage, I would have my students in groups and ask them to draw on a piece of paper all the words that we have worked with. Draw the picture of a tree, a monkey, a poor man, a river, a bucket, and coins. So I would have them draw simple sketches. We won't do that now because we are pressed for time. Thank you. So, you know what? You've got all the clues you need to tell your partners, the people who are around you, what you think the story is about. You've got some clues, you've got the title, you've got the answers to the 3 questions if you were paying attention, I don't know. And now you can talk to your partners about what you think the story is about. You don't know the story, but you can use your imagination. And I will give you 2 minutes for that. In small groups of 2, 3, 4, talk to your partner. What do you think the story could be about? Use your time to use your imagination, okay? Shared a couple of ideas. Usually I would give my students 5 minutes for this task. I always use a timer. But in this way I hand the story to the imagination of the students before I actually tell them the story, and then they get set. They get fixed into the story. But I allow them to use their imagination and work in groups to change ideas. So I would allow 5 minutes for that. And then what I would do, which we cannot do now, is send an ambassador from each group to another group to tell their group's version of the story, so they can exchange ideas of what my group thought of that, what did your group think? So I would send an ambassador. So all these are pre-storytelling activities which involve imagination and speaking on the part of the students, okay? Now, I heard this story from Hala in Gaza in 2024. I heard it online at the Word Storytelling Cafe. And this is a story that Hala shared. She was 17 back then. And she shared this story as part of the stories she was told by her grandmother. So it's an oral story, it's not written, okay? And this is what Hannah said. That's how she started the story, to answer your question. She started, there was and there was not once a milk seller in Gaza. So maybe there was, maybe there wasn't. You know, and should I tell you the story? Do you want to hear the story? What's the title of the story? Okay, so when I say story, you have to shout back. Tell us a story. 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 Okay, that's better. So, there was and there was not once a milk seller in Gaza. Yeah, I will take that now. And every day, he would leave his house carrying one bucket full of fresh, creamy, delicious milk. And let's try something. Let's put our finger in the bucket of milk and stir it. Yeah. Is it nice and creamy? It is. Is it delicious? We don't know. Let's try it. It's delicious. It is fresh, creamy, delicious milk. And he would take that bucket of milk to the market in the city, and he would sell that milk. And he wasn't a rich man, he was poor. He made just enough to live with his family. But you know, as he would sell his milk, he would see the other sellers selling their products, their produce, and they were making more money than him. And look over there, he looked over there, can you look? Some people had a donkey. And look over there, some people had a cart that could make more money. At this moment, I would like you to think of a way that, if you asked for your advice, how could he make more money? Think it, don't say it, just think of one way. Don't talk about it, just think of one way that you would suggest he used to make more money, if he asked you, if he ever asked you. So on that day, on his way back home, as he usually did, he sat by a tree near the river, and then he had many ideas crossing his mind about how he would make more money. What are the ideas? Now you may speak, yes. Okay, sorry to interrupt you. At this point, I would have my students stand up and walk around me as passing thoughts. Passing thoughts. Could you do that? Could I ask you to stand up and walk around me and speak your ideas? You walk around me and you go back to your place.
We can follow some fruits and make milkshake out of it. And few more dollars. Make profit.
One more idea.
I would double the amount of milk by putting it in the water, and the milk so I'll have double. Instead of having
Okay.
even healthier.
So that will be another idea. Another idea, let's go for a third idea. Yes.
Would create interesting story to be how this milk was packed into bottles, how it was sold, how it was carried to the market.
Thank you very much. So I would have the students walk around me as passing thoughts, telling me their ideas. So he went back home, and the next day, when he left his house, instead of one bucket, he was carrying 2 buckets. 2 buckets. And as he passed by the river, he stopped and he placed the buckets on the ground. And then he looked to the left. Is anybody coming? Can you check? Is anybody coming? No. And then he looked to the right. Is anybody coming? And when nobody was coming, the buckets were not full to the brim, they were half full, so he poured some fresh water from the river into the buckets. And he carried the 2 full buckets of diluted milk. Now the milk wasn't creamy, it was diluted with water, and he took the buckets to the market and he sold the milk to his loyal customers who would buy from him every day. He had loyal customers who would buy from him every day, so he sold the diluted milk to his loyal customers. And at the end of the day, he started counting the coins, and to his surprise, he had double the money of what he would normally make. And he was so happy, he said, oh my God, if I do that tomorrow, and the day after tomorrow, and next week, and next month, and next year I will be rich, and I will be able to do all the things that I can't do. I will be able to do all these things. So he started walking back home, and as he usually did, he stopped by the river and sat under the tree. And he sat there, and he closed his eyes, holding his purse and dreaming of everything he would do, everything, all the things he would buy, all the places he would visit, and everything he would do with his new money. Up in the tree, there lived a monkey. And being a cheeky monkey, it climbed down the tree, snatched the purse, and climbed up the tree again, holding the purse full of coins. The milk seller was shocked. He stood up and said, bring me back my purse. Do you think the monkey heard? No. So he tried again. Can you try with me? Can you stand up and say with me, bring me back my purse? But how did he feel? Did he feel happy? Angry. Can you stand up and repeat it in an angry voice? And make your body look angry, and your face look angry, and your voice look angry. So on the count of 3, what is the phrase? Bring me back my purse. 1, 2, 3. Bring me back my purse. Can you get more angry? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. You may sit. Did the monkey care? What do you think? Not at all. The monkey kept holding the purse and going, so it took out 1 coin from the purse and it dropped the coin on the ground, boink, and it took another coin from the purse and it dropped it into the river, plop. Yeah, cheeky monkey. So this half of the room, can you do the doink sound as the coin touches the ground? And this half, can you do the plop sound as the coin falls into the river? So he took another coin and dropped it on the ground. Doink. And another one into the river. Plop. You go plop. And another one. Until the purse was empty, and when the purse was totally empty, the monkey threw it on the ground. And the milk seller, what did he do? He wanted to collect the coins, so he started collecting the coins, and I did that with the kids. I asked them to collect the coins with me, and he took the coins, and he started counting them because he wanted to put them back into the purse. And he started counting and counting and counting. And when he had put all the coins into the purse, he realized that he had exactly the same amount of money that he would normally make on any regular day. And that milk seller said, "Oh, that cheeky monkey taught me a lesson. Milk is for milk, and water is for water." And Canlı said that this is a phrase that they use in Gaza in Palestine as a reminder that honesty is the best policy. And thank you for joining me in recreating the story. Is there someone who had heard this story before? No. Okay, good. Now, where are we time-wise? Is someone keeping track of time? I have to finish? Oh my God. Okay. And there's a long list of post-storytelling activities, drama activities, which we cannot do because we have run out of time, but that was a way of using drama techniques with storytelling to tell us a shared story with our students. So invite the students to tell the story with you, and after that, what we've just done, I will ask the students to, again in groups of two or in pairs or in groups of three, I will have them retell the story, the way they remember it. But as a group, so whatever someone cannot remember, their partners would help with. Now, I don't know if you have any questions. Okay, do you think this is something that could be transferred, easily transferred to your classes? Yes. Okay. Do you think that your students would be involved? Would they be interested? Yes. But let me give you a small piece of advice, if I'm in a position to give any advice to anyone. You need to believe it yourself. I mean, when you ask your students to do such stuff, you need to be demonstrating. Not just telling them, stand up and do this. Why would they do it? I mean, you need to do it first and demonstrate or do it with them, and do it as if you like it. If you don't like it, pretend that you like it, and you need to pour some heart into it. And then the students will follow, because if you start with lukewarm water, temperature, the student's response will be cold. So if my energy is there, my students' energy is usually here. A bit lower, but still, because I'm high energy, they follow. If I start here, they start from here, and if I start from here, they start from the bottom. So keep that in mind. Okay? Thank you very much.
So thank you so much for your listening. Now it's time to eat something refresh. By the recharge, we're going to come back at 2 p.m.
Yeah, lots of energy.
It's a good
putting eggs in square.